Okay, so this white female, or at least we thought she was a white female, it turns out she was transgender. She was beaten by two black females, one 14 and one 18 years old, and the police are now involved. They basically kicked the girl in her head over and over again. They punched her, and they kept coming back. They kept leaving and then coming back. It was interesting because it looks like a manager of McDonald's or an employee of McDonald's was trying to break it up, but didn't really do it very aggressively. They were able to keep walking around the counter and walking around the restaurant and coming back and attacking her. And the last kick to the head must have been really, really severe because the girl started to have a seizure. So I'm looking at this video, and I've seen other videos of other black females in McDonald's. One comes to mind. She was standing up on the counter trying to attack an employee. And how come you don't see white women doing this? It's sad to see. I gotta say, it's just really, really sad to see. I don't know what's going on in people's minds, but Fabian for Liberty said that Gerald Celente was right. When people lose it and they have nothing to lose, they lose it. I mean, when people lose everything and they have nothing to lose, they lose it. And I don't know if that's the case here, but anytime people are attacking each other over McDonald's and just burgers and fries, I mean, there's something seriously wrong. This girl was 22 years old. Again, I think she was transgender, and now the gay groups are now saying that it was a hate crime. The police, of course, are investigating, and this is why I say silver is not always an option. Silver is hitting record highs. It's over $47 now. It's incredible. It's increasing at a dramatic rate. Gold has hit all-time highs over $1,500. I predict it to hit $1,700 this year. They're doing fabulous, and I consider them to be excellent hedges against inflation. However, they're not the entire solution. And this video shows you what people are really capable of. This shows you how people can be incredibly cruel to one another. It shows you how chaotic things can get. Because while they're beating this girl almost to death, nobody really did anything about it. This is why I say you need to have food, months of food storage, water, the medicines you need, gun to protect yourself, ammunition for the gun, and to learn how to use it. These are what I say people need to do before they start to focus on all this gold and silver, because if you have a bunch of gold and silver and you don't have any guns to protect it, then somebody can take it away from you. And you find yourself in a situation where you're trading in a bunch of gold and silver for the guns and ammunition that you need. Except for in that scenario, you'll be paying a lot more than you normally would be paying for. The longer you wait to buy guns, the more expensive it's going to be for you, because there's going to be a point where there's going to be a panic. If there is a civil unrest, if there is a dollar collapse, there will be a panic. And there was a lot of people who said that they don't want to buy a gun are going to end up buying a gun anyway. That's the irony behind it all. You say you don't like guns, you don't want a gun in your house, but then you don't buy yourself a gun. And then there's a crisis. Then what do? You run out and try to buy yourself a gun. But now you're paying a lot more. You're going to have a significantly less ammunition, and you're not going to have the opportunities to really train with the weapon. So I mean, there's your irony right there. Again, if you have food and water but no gun, I mean, how are they going to protect it? If you have a gun and no food and water, then what? You're going to end up trading in your guns and ammunition for the food and water you should have been buying in the first place. Or you might do something stupid and use a gun and try to take food and water from other people. But I mean, can you live with yourself if you have to hurt somebody to get something that you should have been saving up in the first place? Or you may get yourself killed. So this is what happens in a crisis situation. This is what would happen in a dollar collapse scenario. For those of you who don't know, what exactly is all this inflation stuff? Inflation is when there's an increase in the money supply. When you have a currency that's not really backed by anything, and government's often producing more of that currency, the value of each dollar that's already in existence decreases because they're making more of those dollars. And since it's not actually backed by gold or silver, like the dollar used to be backed by gold, then you have a situation where the value of the dollar decreases. That's why you see gold prices increasing. That's why you see silver prices increasing. Some people say, well, who cares? Well, this is why you're going to see gas prices continue to increase. This is why you're going to continue to see food prices increase. And heck, even McDonald's is announcing they're going to increase prices for their food. 5 or 6% or so. They're supposed to be dirt cheap. So if they're increasing, the other organizations are also going to be increasing. You're seeing AAA is reporting that they're saying an 18% increase of people who run out of gas, making calls because, hey, I ran out of gas. Well, this is what happens when a dollar decreases. So most people, when they first hear about inflation, they don't really care about it. But then later on, when they start to see increasing prices, it's not an easy way out of an economic problem. It's just a sneaky way of taxing the people. So instead of just the government just taking the money away from people directly, they lower the value of their dollars. So basically, you're working more for less. The violence at McDonald's is just a small preview of what people are going to be like when the systems collapse. So I want you guys to think about this. I want you guys to continue to store food and water. If you don't have a gun to protect yourself, I seriously recommend that you find a way to get one. Get ammunition. Stop spending all your damn money on big screen TVs. You don't need a HD TV in every damn room in your house. You don't need another video game controller. You don't need another PlayStation 3 or Xbox. You don't need another video game. Okay, if you need to get a damn gun to protect yourself, learn how to use it, get the ammunition, start getting some damn food in that house, store it up. So if something happens, you can have months of food for all those damn kids in that house. You know, I don't care if you just have one or two. I don't care who you are. This is what I want you to do. Okay, I'm not doing this to sell anything to you. This is for your safety. This is for your life. It's up to you to do whatever it takes to secure your family. And I'm encouraging you guys to do this because this video, you know, people, is like what Gerald Salente says. When people lose everything and they have nothing to lose, they lose it. So don't expect food prices to go down. Think about how people are going to react to increases in food prices. All right, so don't forget the future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Bye.